Welcome back to Beyond the Sidelines. This is episode 5. Yay.
Yay, finally.
Woo-hoo. So much fun. I'm Libby Heckert.
I'm Natalie Alesia.
And I'm Lauren Smiley. Let's keep talking all things sports.
Okay, guys, we're getting right into the WNBA. So as we know, we are getting into playoff season. This actually is our championship series. So far, we've only been into 2 games with the Las Vegas Aces versus the Phoenix Mercury. So currently, Aces are up 2-0. And honestly, after game 2, the Aces kind of destroyed the Mercury. There we go.
Mercury?
Mercury.
It's one of those words that I can't say. Mercury.
Mouthful. It's all right.
Whatever. You guys get the gist.
We're following.
Anyways, it was a really close game in the for the first game of the series, but the second game of the series ended up Aces ended up winning 91-78, which I feel like is a pretty good amount for a championship series.
Yeah.
But that's really all I have for the WNBA. I'm curious to see if the momentum for the Aces keeps going. I think with the way they're playing and their ball movement, they could easily take the win.
And the WNBA is really on the rise right now. It is.
Let me just talk about, speaking of on the rise, let's get away from the analytics and talk drama. You know, with girls, there's always drama. They're really good at it, especially the WNBA lately. So Minnesota Lynx star, we talked about their coach kind of having a moment last week. So now we're going to talk about their player. I think her name, correct me if I'm wrong, is Napheesa Collier. I could be wrong.
I don't know about Napheesa. I wouldn't know, but Collier's right.
Okay. She came out and publicly criticized the WNBA commissioner, basically saying they have terrible leadership, I can't believe this is what we're dealing with, whatever. And I guess she ended up having a one-on-one meeting with the commissioner, okay? And the commissioner made comments about Caitlin Clark, and then Caitlin Clark got involved and was like, the commissioner hasn't said anything to me, hasn't called me at all. She basically accused the leadership of being tone deaf and dismissive towards player concerns. Then the WNBA commissioner kind of stepped up and was like, okay, I'll take accountability for that. She's disappointed by the accusations, but then said she's going to create a state of the game committee to review officiating and increase dialogue with players.
I don't know. I feel like if you go back and listen to a lot of our episodes, I feel like there's been a lot of talk of drama and issues within the WNBA, whether that's officials, players, coaches. I feel like everyone just needs to get it together. Honestly, why, and I understand the first person to blame is obviously the top, but I don't know, maybe we can be a little bit more sportsmanlike to each other, the girls in general, the teammates and the players. I think it's kind of bold of Napheesa Collier to shoot for the top. Again, like you said, I guess when you are going to criticize, you criticize for the top. But I mean, that's a pretty large statement to say about the commissioner. Yeah. And I think whenever the other thing with refs, when it comes down to refs, there's always going to be bad refs. There's always, I think that's a part of the game. And I think we're going to talk a little bit later about umpires and officiating in general. But it's just a part of the game. Exactly. You've got to learn to roll with it. And there's that respect that, you're supposed to have towards the refs and the officials. No one's perfect. We're still human. Exactly.
Well, the weird part to me is, the WNBA, like you said, is on the rise. And so it kind of makes me wonder, have the refs always been bad? And it's just now all of a sudden getting more media attention? To me, it seems like the refs, I'm not blaming them, but, are the source or the stem of all the anger and all the issues. Yeah,
so maybe it is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is a topic I've been wanting to bring up for a while now, ever since I went to the Penn State game and saw College Game Day firsthand. But we all know College Game Day has been the thing. It has been a thing for a while now. But I just want to focus on the certain special guy, Pat McAfee, guys.
King.
So if you've tuned in to College Game Day, you've most definitely noticed him and his energy, and he's just a big, loud, in charge guy. I mean, I love that. I talk with my arms and my hands, and I'm passionate. I agree with him. I love the way he acts. But the thing I just want to talk about is
he does some crazy stuff on the show. And do you guys think that, like, I personally think that once he came on the show, I feel like it got more like relaxed and more like chill and like more of a like, let's just sit here and talk about our opinions. And like, yeah, they go into the analytics and everything, but there's a lot more fun components and stuff like that. Like I think it was Miami, he jumped off the high dive.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he does some crazy stuff, and I don't know, what do you guys think?
You know, I like him.
Yeah.
I think that, I know you like have this, but you either really like him or you
I agree.
really
That's what I
hate
was
him.
gonna say.
And I think you get that with a personality that is that strong.
Yeah.
I think that I 100% think that he has gained a huge a different kind of audience. I don't know if I'm like so not there today, but he has like gotten all these younger kids to watch. He has like jumping off the high dive. Like that's like a whole like that's a whole different vibe. He's less structured, and he's kind of like, hey, I'm here to do what I want, say what I want. My opinion.
He brings like dude perfect vibes to College Game Day.
Yes.
Like that's the best way to put it, because
guys, I
to your
just
point,
hit this up 4 times. Like it just hit me in the nose. You can keep going. I'm just saying, like twice. Sorry.
To like your point, like you either like he definitely rubs some people the wrong way, but I think he's good for College Game Day because like, yes, they're going to talk analytics, but like at that point, then just watch SportsCenter. Like then you don't need College Game Day.
No, I agree.
So
with
I
that.
think he changes the game a little bit.
There was an instance last year, because he has his own show. If you didn't know that, he has his own show, and there was an instance last year. I don't know if you guys remember the whole scandal with the Ole Miss girl.
Yes.
Mary Kate Cornett.
I learned about this in law class, actually.
And he talked about it on his show. And I remember me and Lauren talking about it and being like, like, it's
probably not.
Grown man. Like,
probably shouldn't have made a comment about it
like,
at all.
Exactly. So, like, I honestly wonder what he's like to deal with as, like, a talent personality on the other side.
Right.
Like, I really wonder what type of, like...
Did you see his apology for that, though? Like, you could tell, like, the difference of, like, him being conversational and, like, just being an on-air talent, like, giving his, like, raw personality versus his statement, like, addressing the situation. Like, I think it was, like, months later, I think. Because that's, like, the whole lawsuit, like, whatever. But it was, like, way more formal and less Pat vibes.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what happens.
Yeah.
When you crisis management.
Reality check, too.
When you put guys like him on air, you run the risk. I mean, his producers are probably like...
I didn't like him
Yeah.
in the beginning, like, I will admit to it. My mom loves him, guys.
Really?
Like, my family loves him. My dad does. Like, so I was like, okay, naturally I just like have to like him and everything. But I'm a very big personality, so I feel like I resonate with him, like the loose cannon energy, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I love College Game Day. I love all the vibes and everything they bring to every place they go. I think it's so cool and fun, especially as people and wanting to be in the journalist world.
Yeah.
It's cool that other people will get to see like what we want to do. But yeah, I don't know. He's awesome. He's cool. But College Game Day is just, I mean, College Game Day. I don't know how to put it.
Well, speaking of college football, I say this every week, but we're here in Lexington, so we are going to talk about Kentucky football just for a hot second, but not really the players this time. We're going to talk about Mark Stoops.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's
a lot to unpack there.
Yeah,
so
right. And I'm trying to think of how I want to go about it. Yeah. So he is a guy that's been with Kentucky for a while. Kentucky football historically has never been a top SEC program with or without Mark Stoops. So I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, you're the problem. But like, he's kind of the problem in a couple of ways. Okay. This past weekend, he calls a timeout with like 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Okay. And it's like, okay, like we were in touchdown, like we were second and goal is what it was. And he calls a timeout, and it was a late timeout. It was a bad timeout. That's beside the point. Everybody was hating on him, whatever. And then we go to kick the 36-yard field goal and we shank it. It's a mess. So Kentucky football is a mess. Okay. I get it. But what I want to talk about is him in the press and here's my point. He should be really good in a press conference after a loss at this point because we lose so often.
Yeah.
And he seems to struggle. Somebody asked him about him like potentially taking a buyout, looking at leaving last year. There was this whole scandal of him maybe going to Texas A&M. He was rude in the press conference. He says something like, I don't want to hear any of that crap anymore at the end of answering the question. We've all been in a press conference. Like, if you ask a question like that, I don't think the reporter's question was bad. I mean, if that's the rumor, that's the rumor, and he's got to address it. But I think he should have handled it better. Like, what are your thoughts?
I think that no matter whether you're a player, you're a coach, anything, you are going, if you are in your sport for that long, or even, you know, as a coach, you are going to get questions of retirement or, you know, moving other places, transferring. Like, I mean, college students get questions about transferring and stuff like that. It's the same thing. Like, I mean, you have to learn how to address those comments. I mean, it's going to happen. Like, I remember being with Coach Cal when he was here, and like, I don't know. It's just, I guess I just feel differently because as a journalist, like, I just feel like that's like our time to shine in a press conference and blah, blah, blah. And like getting shot down is like kind of embarrassing. But I mean, like, as journalists, we're supposed to ask those hard questions. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like, I think he was out of line. And I think he was out of line too. But like, he should be like, knowing that question was coming.
That's my point.
It's like, that's my point. Like, it was
not
just
a crazy shout from the, it's like, it's not a crazy shout.
Has been doing amazing, and blah blah blah. And someone asked that question, and he'd be like, "What? What are you talking about? Why would you even say that?"
I feel like this is like years in the stipulation. We can't buy him out. So like, that's why he's still here. Yeah. But they're like, he's got to know that's coming his way. First of all, number two is like, dude has been coaching for so long. Like, you should have answers up your sleeve for every single case scenario that a journalist can ask.
That's my point. Exactly. And he's been losing for forever.
You've been consistently terrible.
Yeah. Newsflash: coaches are trained on what to say.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, it's not like it's him like being like, oh, rats, I've never been told what to say.
Right.
Or I never even thought about that before. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Like, you're old, you're losing.
And you have been losing. It's not like we're coming off a national championship. Exactly. That's what I'm like, I'm confused.
And we're like, probably, in my opinion, the worst in the SEC.
Yeah, so. I don't want any more of that crap. That crap's not going anywhere unless you're all of a sudden going to start winning a game. Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, but people are like, hey, like, maybe that's John Hale or the reporter or whoever was asking to be like, it's time to go.
Well,
we're indirectly telling him to.
Automatically, when coaches are at schools for a long time, they get that question because it's like, you've been here for a while. Like, are you going to leave? Like, you know, so.
You know, and everything's about money nowadays. So, like, everyone just wants more money. So, how can we get someone more money? You're going to leave, get more money. Like, what? I mean, I don't know who on earth would pay that man more money.
No, and that's part of the problem. Yeah, that's why no one's going to pick him up.
But transitioning to some good Kentucky, guys. So I was at the women's and men's basketball kickoff yesterday, where I got to hear from Coach Pope and Coach Kenny Brooks, and they had a little press conference. All the journalists out in the media, that's their time to ask all the questions about preseason and upcoming season, how they think, you know, training's going, all that stuff. I just wrote down a few quotes that I think is going to get everybody pumped up for this season. I'm so
Go Kitty
excited.
Cats.
Go Cats.
I was like standing back there,
I'm so excited to hear
on my phone, like writing these quotes, like, oh my gosh, like shaking. I'm like, yes, this is going to be awesome. Like, rubbering, I can't wait. Anyways, so, okay. He said, I got to get these guys off the court because they're going to kill each other.
Woo!
He said this not in a bad way. They're not actually like running at each other and going to kill each other. These guys are in the gym. They are working so incredibly hard. And he was telling us like crazy stats about them that, like, Brandon Garrison, okay, slow guy. Like, he wasn't the runner. Like, no. Pope said he's winning every sprint we have after practice.
That's
like,
crazy.
When we do sprints, he's the quickest one, he's the fastest one, and he's the first one to win. And I was like, wait, what is happening?
We're gonna have some fast offense now, baby.
Exactly. And Pope was like, I feel like I'm living in an alternate universe. Like, what is happening? But he said that. He also said, Kentucky, it's all the pressure. You have to love it the way we love to play here. Meaning, the state of Kentucky. We love Kentucky, so you gotta love Kentucky to play here.
And here's the part that I think is great about that quote. Like, people talk about, we have a young team this year, right? We've got transfers. We've got the guy from Pitt. We've got all of these. And so everyone's like, do they feel all this pressure? Like, it doesn't matter what age you are. And he says this, Coach Pope does, like, you put the Kentucky jersey on, you practice at Memorial Coliseum, whatever, you play in Rupp Arena, like, there is a level of pressure that comes with just wearing the Kentucky jersey.
Yeah, and he reiterated that a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Just being like, there is pressure. Every day there's pressure. The second you sign that contract, there is pressure. You know, like...
regardless of who you are, I mean, Kentucky fans expect you to win a national championship. And he said that in his press conference.
Exactly.
Which is true. I mean, every year we're like, this is our year. Like, this is our year.
I said that so many times.
And, like, so the one thing that I thought was really cool about Pope, again, I know we've talked him up and we all love him here, but he said that he incorporates 30-minute meetings with each one of the players every week. I believe it's every week. I think that's super cool. That's something
awesome.
He said it is so difficult to schedule these meetings, but I do it because, you know, whether it's we sit there and talk basketball or we get to know each other. Like, and even when he was sitting there talking, he's sitting there talking about how the guys come over his house and his wife makes them dinner and he's playing chess with so-and-so and they're all playing games together, like all this stuff. And even interviewing the players yesterday and talking to them about their team building experiences they did this summer. I forget which player it was. I talked to so many of them. One of them was like, oh, I loved going ziplining. Okay, ziplining, like what? Like, so I just have a lot of hope for this team this year, even though we are very, very young.
Bring the hope, baby.
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like everyone feels the pressure and they want to prove themselves, and I think we're really going to see it with this Purdue game.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'll be there.
It's going to be a fabulous test, guys.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Can you get another ticket?
We gotta go.
When are we going to actually all go together?
Well, not now. Lauren's literally on the court.
I know. So that's going to kill me.
I'm a diehard Kentucky basketball fan. I have been for forever. I'm so excited. And I love, like, just watching them warm up. Like, the whole process, like...
in Rupp Arena.
The first game in Rupp Arena, like, of the season, even if it's an expedition game, like, it's still
Exhibition.
What did I say?
Expedition,
like the fourth car!
Like Christopher Columbus.
Like the Ford. No, that's not an expedition. Not Christopher. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm thinking like the
Don't
Ford.
you ever tell me.
I'm thinking Ford Expedition. Clearly, my dad works
that's
for
wrong
Ford.
too.
No, it's a Ford Expedition. That's the name of the car.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is. Look it up.
No, hold on. Time out.
Ford Expedition. Yes, it is. Ford Expedition is the name of the car.
Oh, I was thinking Explorer. Sorry.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
But Rupp Arena is crazy. We're all so excited for it. I'm excited for this Purdue game. He did say, you know, like, it's an honor to be playing a team like that right off the bat and really see, you know, what they do. And I'm excited. Like,
It's mentally locked into as a player. Like, I mean, I only ever made it through high school, but like, just even as a player, like when you know, like, you have a big game coming up and like, if you're able to, I mean, even if you end up like losing, like that's like preparing yourself for like almost like the high, like Purdue, they're probably like 1 or 2.
And you know exactly what, you know, you got to work on those strengths and everything. Exactly. I'm just excited. I mean, hearing how they've been practicing and everything, I'm like, oh, like shaking my boots.
That's also like hard for a coach to say about their own team too. Is like, you could be like, yes, I'm really excited. They've been doing great. But to like hear like, oh, like this is beyond my expectations for this crew. Like it's really awesome.
Especially with how young they are. But I'm going to transition into this weekend. Big Blue Madness. Guys,
huge.
This is a huge thing in Lexington. Okay, this is my first time going. Sorry, I'm tripping over.
It's
my
okay.
words.
We're all
I've been
tripping
talking
over
for
words
too long.
today.
We all had a moment.
Lauren has been to Big Blue Madness, but basically, Rupp Arena is packed with fans. It's not.
So
just
here's
students,
the history.
right?
Here's
everyone.
the history. Let me give you the rundown.
Yeah, because she's been a Kentucky fan forever.
Yeah, so they used to do it at midnight at Memorial Coliseum, and you would wait to get in. Like, you'd buy your ticket at the door and you'd line up. And so it's obviously become like, it's a huge change, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is new Memorial. This was at the old Memorial Coliseum. It was under Coach Cal. It's changed a lot. I never went when it was at Memorial because it was midnight and that's my bedtime. But I watched it at home in Michigan, and it was always a big deal. Then I got to UK as a freshman, and I watched it at Rupp for the first time because they moved it because of COVID. Or COVID and construction at Memorial.
Yes,
I think the construction is why they
Yeah.
moved it. And Coach Cal had like a big stage. Everybody had a walk-up song, and like they did a little bit of scrimmaging, the girls and the boys, whatever. Now, Mark Pope did it, and it was his first season, and so obviously that was like a big deal in itself. He had his players like up in section 230, like up in, and everybody still had a song, but they were like interacting with the fans, which has never been a thing before, which I thought was an interesting twist.
Yeah. I know like some of the players will rap, some of them do like little performances and stuff, which
Lamont
I'm
rapped.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens this year, but I believe this year, for a few hours before Big Blue Madness starts, they're doing like autograph signing. Like the players will be out, Pope will be out, which will be, I mean, I'm probably not even going to try and go there because there's going to be a million people. But let's all just hope and pray for a great season, and
things are looking up.
It's going to be awesome,
I'm
guys.
just really hoping. I have a lot of hope for Coach Pope.
Me too.
There we go. That's the new saying. Somebody trademark that. We want that on our...
for Pope.
Yeah.
Did I say Hope, or what did I say before?
Hope for Pope.
Did I say that?
I hope so.
So
that's
I made
what
it
we
up
want.
then.
Yep.
So credit Natalie. Thank you.
So this might be some old news to you guys, but we just want to touch on it briefly. It's been on our script for a while, but we've just had so many amazing things to talk about that we've, pushed it back. So Major League Baseball is set to roll out a robot-assisted umpiring system. Not fully replacing human umpires. Let's break it down. So it's a little bit controversial. So the MLB has been experimenting for years with this automated ball strike technology. In 2025, the system was tested in spring training, and it was used in the All-Star game. Now the MLB's competition committee has approved using the ABS challenge system in regular season games. Human umpires still will make the first call on every pitch. Then teams may challenge a call on balls and strikes, and the ABS system and networks and cameras will determine if they cross the strike zone and deliver a decision nearly instantly.
So the
I just think it's kind of unnecessary, TBH. Like, I can't believe I just said that. To be honest, I don't know, guys. I'm not about the robot.
So the robot gets the last call?
Yeah. So
like if you challenge it?
Yeah, if you challenge it, then it's the robot.
That's like weird to me.
It's like AI.
Defeats the purpose of the ref then.
Yeah.
So I'm scared of this. I'm scared of everything like this.
Yeah.
I know we kind of touched a little bit on like umpires, referees, but like human error is part of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, when are we gonna be grown up enough for all of us to just be okay with just
Natalie's
own it.
crashing. This is rage.
I don't, because that's what it is though. Like you go back to the WNBA, look at it. Like the referees add the like that's part of the adversity that you play with.
No, and like at what point are we gonna like stop trying to make it a science if it's a ball or a strike? It's a ball or the strike from the human eye. Play for the love of the game. If it gets wrong, it's part of the game.
Well, it was never a problem back when they started playing this game. Like hundreds of years ago. So why is it like why do we have to do that now? Like I understand
we're getting too technical.
We have to get with the times and everything like that. But
no,
I know, but like
fans though react to the like that's part of the fun. Like you boo the ref. Like I don't know. I mean, not that I'm booing refs, but like people do. You know what I'm saying? Like what are they gonna do now? Like I can see you booing a ref.
You don't boo refs.
I try not to.
Really? I'm like
what are you doing?
My dad, what did my dad always say? My dad always said the three blind mice were on the field.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think at some point in like this is a bigger conversation than just this specific like system.
Yeah.
And you know, like I can understand like after a challenge, like hearing you talk about it a little bit more, I see the vision for them because we're challenging it, so we're not taking it away fully. However, just in general, like, I can't harp on this enough. Like, at what point are we just losing, like, the point of the sports? We don't need to be too technical. Like, we don't need to be so precise. Like, it's part of the game. I just can't.
Like, we had the pitch clock. The pitch clock got added, you know. So I feel like things are starting to get more, you know, especially with that. But it's like, you know, we have replay. They watch the plays over when it's challenged. Why do we need that? Because what if that's wrong? And personally, if I was an umpire, I would be like, I don't want to listen to that. I'm going to watch it to make sure whatever this AI bot thought was right. I'm going to make sure it's right. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel.
I don't like it.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't think. I don't know. Let's transition into Livy Dunn, because she is Libby loves talking about Livy. That's a mouthful. Libby loves talking about Livy. Anyways, a couple weeks ago, she is cheering for Paul, and she raises her arms, and she has
this is absurd
pit stains, and like everything else that she does, it's looked at under a microscope, and everybody is like, oh my god, like, she was really sweating this one. Like, what were all the jokes? She was
essentially getting, like, memed everywhere.
Yeah.
Comments on her TikToks about it, like, everywhere.
Don't
Twitter.
sweat it. Like, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. Like, just like, stuff like that was everywhere.
If my boyfriend was Paul, I'd sweat like that too. Stuff like that. Yeah, like, that's what, like, everyone was saying.
Yeah,
like,
and it was all funny. And it was everywhere. So then she makes a TikTok all dressed up and then applying deodorant, and it's like, I'm not gonna sweat it. Like, there's her caption is like, I'm not gonna sweat it, or something like that. I have to give her credit. Like, she said trying not to sweat it, that was her caption, and she always has, like, been great at, like, getting ahead of the problem, I think. So I have to give her credit there. I just think it's hilarious.
That's, like, funny.
That's part of the deal. Like, Paul doesn't show any emotion, and she's like, yep, he doesn't. He hates me. Like, that's just how she is.
And I think that's the only way you can be. Like, that's the way to, like, a lighthearted approach. Like, when you're in the public eye, like, you got to know things like that are coming your way. Like, can we imagine if I was in the public eye and that happened to me? Like, I would have just been like, oh, sorry. Like, my bad. Like, I would have just probably been like, like, I don't know. I think you have to make it a joke at some point. Am I right?
I think I would be slightly mortified.
I would be too.
I would, like, work up a brand deal or something.
No, she did. Yeah, the deodorant. But, like, she has to be embarrassed.
She did clearly get frustrated, though, and she did clap back at some of these haters. Guys, she said, someone said, we saw them armpits, you ain't slick. And then she responded with, can you please stop DMing me to buy the shirt, with a prayer emoji and a rose emoji? So at least that she was like, at least you want my sweat,
Paul
you
thinks.
weirdo.
I wonder what
he's
Paul...
probably, like, he gives, like, chronically offline vibes.
Probably. Yeah, he, like, gives. He's
like, what are you even talking? Like, why are you dressed up applying deodorant? He probably walked in the bathroom and
I
was
would
like,
hope she applied deodorant regardless.
Well, right, but, like, why are we recording ourselves doing that?
Yeah, so fair.
Yeah,
my mom says that about Snapchat. Like, when I'm just Snapchatting, my mom's like, why are you just, like, taking? Why are you taking pictures of yourself? I'm like, I'm not. I'm like saying hi to my friends. And
my dad says that too.
Are so weird.
Yeah, my dad's like, oh my gosh, are we taking more pictures of ourselves? Like, let me pose. I'm like, stop.
I know, sorry. That got off topic per usual. But we're going to stay on the topic of MLB because, as we know, guys, we're in MLB playoffs. Yeah. So, you guys can see my hat right now. So, I'm going to try to stay unbiased during this conversation, although I have a huge Cubbies bias. Anyways, I want to hear everyone's predictions. Who are we taking for the World Series? I know we're a few games away, and
I want the Mariners to pull it out personally. Might be unpopular opinion.
That is probably unpopular.
And the Cubs. I like the Cubs. I think they are a very classic franchise, and I feel like they've kept that up for a long time, and I think they deserve it. But I know a lot of people from Chicago here, so TBH, there we go again. I don't know if I want all my Chicago people bragging that they're from Chicago because the Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
So confession. Confession. If you had asked me this question a couple years ago, I would have said the Mariners too, because my roommate's uncle was the manager of the Mariners at the time.
Cool.
Little fun fact.
Hey, that's cool.
Okay. Shout out Izzy and her uncle. But now I don't know anything about baseball. Like I just that's not my thing. It's really slow to me, and if I have no skin in the game, I don't want to watch it. And even if I do, I really don't want to watch it that bad either.
That's fair. I have a lot.
Are you more of like go to the
game, like hang out. Yeah, like I'm there for a hot dog and like
that's very. Have you ever had a Chicago dog? You should get on that if you have it.
Okay.
Anyways,
a Pittsburgh hot dog is good.
Are you joking?
Okay.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I just raged.
You guys gotta stop doing this to me. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about the scores. So the Blue Jays are up 2-0 in their series. I think they're gonna end up clinching the series. It's obviously my dad actually gave me this statistic. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. My dad gave it to me, so blame him. He said like 80. It was 80 or 89. I'm not sure, but let's go with 89. I feel like it was 89. It was like 89% of series that start 2-0 from one team, they end up winning it.
Okay. I mean, listen, that's believable.
I mean, like, you could probably...
I believe you.
That's, it's a believable statistic or whatever. But I think that they're going to inevitably beat the Yankees. There's a lot of 2-0 wins, so it's not, like, too tight. I mean, the Brewers are up to the Cubbies 2-0 as well in the series. I'm really sad. I'm really, really sad about it. And for the love of my city, I want to say that we're going to come back and, like, have this amazing rally. But we will see. And I do acknowledge that the Brewers are a good team. Dodgers are also 2-0 versus the Phillies. I think they're gonna sweep them as well.
I hope so. Philadelphia. And
then the only other series that is tied 1-1 is Mariners and Detroit Tigers. That's why I
turn up.
You are cheering. I mean, I'm sure you're cheering for them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I think I've been to 3 Tigers games. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can tell you about the team. I know enough, but Kerry Carpenter, shout out. Is he even with the Tigers still? I think so. Pitcher, maybe.
I don't know. I don't really follow the Tigers.
So I'm outing myself here.
Honestly,
so I'm a fake Tigers fan.
That's okay. But I'm taking the Mariners over the Tigers and Dodgers to win the whole thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, although I want to say my Cubbies, and if the Cubbies win, I'm going home. Obviously.
Do you guys ever say Cubs, or is it just...
Yeah, no, I do. I just, it's, right now the Cubbies because,
Okay.
She
just has to be slang.
Okay. Anyway, so we'll come back with updates. We'll see if my predictions are right in a few weeks, few games, few series away.
It is exciting, though. It is exciting.
World Series time is awesome. It's just awesome. So I'm excited.
We're going to talk NFL drama. I like to bring the drama to the episode, so here we are. Everybody has heard of this, I'm sure. But if not, former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez, he wasn't very good. Played for the Jets. Just want to put that out there.
Just prefacing.
Was hospitalized and arrested following a stabbing in Indianapolis. He's facing charges of battery resulting in injury, public intoxication, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle. It's literally a disaster. He got in a fight. There's surveillance footage showing Sanchez jogging into an alley, approaching a man, and the two started talking, and then they got into a physical altercation, basically, as one does. The man that fought with Sanchez claims he was defending himself and used pepper spray first and then a knife to stab him. He was obviously an older guy. I think we said he was 68 or 69. I don't want to get into the logistics of the stabbing and the whole situation because, quite frankly, if this had happened to anybody else other than a former NFL quarterback, it's making Indianapolis news maybe and nothing else. We're not hearing about it anywhere else, but because it's a public figure, it's national news, and that's what I want to talk about as journalists, as people that work in the media. Do you guys think this should be a national story? Where does the line of privacy come in, right? We always talk about this. Is that the risk he runs of being a public figure? He was in Indianapolis because he was supposed to be on TV the next day. They found somebody to fill in for him, and I'm lacking on the name, but he obviously didn't appear.
He didn't quite make it.
Yeah, he didn't make it to work that day.
I feel like because he works, who is it? It's not NBC.
Oh my God.
I was gonna look it up, but since he is a on TV personality, correct?
Yes.
I feel like
Fox. He's with Fox.
Okay,
yeah.
I couldn't remember. Because I think it was Monday Night Football or Sunday.
It was Sunday Night Football. He was supposed to have that game.
Yes. Yeah. And they
who
said,
filled in for him? I'm looking at
somebody was like, not our hearts go out to, but like one of our team members.
Mark Sanchez.
They had Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn.
With mixed emotions is the word that's out there that filled in for him.
I just feel like no matter if you're a journalist or if you are a NFL player or if you are Simone Biles, you're in the public eye no matter what. Whether you're at the local level or the national level, you have a contract. We've talked about this before. You have a contract, and what you're saying is reflected on what you represent. For example, this guy played for the Jets. He represents the Jets. If he doesn't want to, too bad. His name was already there. Yep. He represents Fox because he works for them. Yeah. Like, you're representing the whole NFL franchise too. Like, it's just like, I think it is weird that, these things get covered more than like, say this happened just locally with two random people in Lexington. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be a thing, but like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't think it would have been talked about as much if he wasn't supposed to be on air for
that's my point.
Fox. It wouldn't be talked about as much, but I
think it still would be. He's a public figure.
But he was terrible. Yeah. Like
I mean, like,
if this is Tom Brady,
he is.
Like the difference is like, I'll give an example. Like Ben Roethlisberger, if you don't know who that is, huge
quarterback for the Steelers.
Quarterback of the Steelers. Like, he got into so many issues, like motorcycle accidents, but there were just so many different things of him being rude towards people and like doing bad stuff, but not terrible. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, but it was never really talked about because he wasn't on the news or he wasn't an on-air personality, so like that honestly wasn't something that was talked about. But he was a big guy. Like, he is like a very well-known person, but it still wasn't talked about. But I think just because he works for Fox, this is something they had to talk about,
and
because
Fox has to address it.
Exactly. So it was addressed on the internet. You could look up Mark Sanchez and it probably would come up, so they had to address it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
I think, to put it in a little bit of a different perspective, I'm literally just going to grab at something random, like a celebrity. Okay, let's just, someone, not even a sports, or not even an athlete. Let's go a singer, Ariana Grande, literally, like, randomly, okay? There's, like, stories out there. I'm not saying about Ariana Grande literally just grabbing a random person, but there's a story out there on the internet about a celebrity, a public figure being rude to someone. Their story, like, you know what I'm saying? I could be a rude person to Lauren outside of our filming studio right now, and that's not going in national news because I'm not a public figure. I think by him being in the media, he's bound to get a story told about him regardless. I think Fox owed it to the public to state what happened. Also, like, I was sitting there watching the Kentucky game, and I got an ESPN notification about it. I think this absolutely did make national news just because of who he is, what his job is.
I agree.
But I think it's like a valid story to tell, though.
No, I agree. I just feel like I don't want to sound like this. This might sound bad, but I don't mean it to sound bad. But I feel like a lot of the times, like, pro or not football players, like, just the general stereotype is that you're very cocky and that, like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like football players or maybe even other athletes get themselves in these bad situations.
That's what I'm saying with this one. I think like, there's more to the story than what we're seeing.
I agree.
Oh, I'm sure.
I agree, and I'm worried that it's going to be something bad, and then it's going to come out, something's going to come. I'm having deja vu right now. I just answered a written response question on my sports prompt test, literally just about this. But I'm worried that, like, they were quick to say something. Yeah. But, like, what if it is something really bad that happened? Then Fox is gonna have to be like, oh crap, well, they're gonna have to go back on what they
double
said.
Down,
and that's the risk you take, though.
Exactly.
Imagine, I mean, what is today, Tuesday? If they hadn't addressed it, it would be a bigger issue.
Exactly.
Right?
That is true. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see what happened.
On a much lighter note, we're going to talk about a maybe couple. Megan Maroney and Nick Bosa. Crazy crossover. Are they trying to be the next Taylor and Travis? Because I love Megan, but I cannot do another Taylor and Travis.
I don't think it would be like that
because Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I love Megan Maroney, guys. I
went to
her concert this summer.
Maybe it's because we're all
I was going to say, are we saying that?
That is true.
So, imagine if we were, diehard Taylor Swift fans.
And the other thing is
they probably really like Travis.
Yeah,
How could you really like Travis, though?
Is Nick Bosa is a loud and proud, outgoing guy. He's gotten himself in trouble, too. Speaking politically at football games, just kind of like Travis has. But I just love Megan Maroney.
I feel like it's kind of trendy now to be a musician and athlete collab.
It is.
Yeah. Actually, though.
No, I know.
It just feels like I'm not mad at it. But is the same thing gonna happen with all the Megan Maroney fans? Well, I guess Nick's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Poor dude. So I guess they won't be
maybe it
watching
will
him.
happen.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he has more time.
He has a little more time for Meg.
All right, I'm just going to rapid fire us through some NFL stuff because we're going to keep going. Patriots and the Bills played. That was a great game. Sunday Night Football. Patriots beat the Bills, though, which means there's no more undefeated teams in the NFL. Big, crazy. Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
But the Patriots.
Me either.
Yeah.
I don't like the Patriots.
I don't either. Never have.
Never have. And you know what?
Make me.
It's nothing against the current Patriots, which is the worst part. I don't like Tom Brady.
It's Deflategate.
No, it is.
Again,
it is.
I talked about this also on my written response question today.
She better have gotten an A+ on this test.
Yeah.
Let's hope. But yeah.
Because I've never liked Bill Belichick. I never loved Tom Brady.
I'm not like a Tom Brady hater.
Or Rob Gronkowski.
Wait, really? I love Rob.
No.
Okay.
How about Aaron Hernandez? There's so many weird things with the Patriots that I cannot get behind the franchise.
They ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, they did. I have no. And you're kind of from the East Coast, so
well. Anybody from Pittsburgh would kill me.
I mean, that's true. You have a team.
The Patriots.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move a little bit closer. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. Our guy Joe Burrow. We've talked about him being hurt. Jake Browning steps in. Kind of a disaster. My Lions beat them. Shout out.
Hey.
Joe Flacco is gonna take over. What?
That's crazy. How old is he? That's what I was wondering. I feel like
he looks old in all the pictures.
Around. For so
way too long.
He's 40. He's 40.
No.
He's 40 years old.
Could you imagine being a 40-year-old and taking a hit? I can't. That's old.
Why is he still playing? Maybe he's in great shape. I don't know.
Dude, he literally looks like
he looks like he's been through it. At least he's not gonna be with the Browns anymore, right? He was with the Browns.
Yeah.
Before.
No, he was with the Broncos.
Oh, Really?
No.
He just got traded from the Browns.
You're right. You're right.
It's Browns. It's Browns.
You're
right.
With
the Browns.
Anyways, this is going to be my last rapid fire for the NFL, and this just makes me LOL. What is up with Jerry Jones, bro? I'm sorry, but somebody get him. He needs new marketing. He needs new media. He needs someone to literally be shut up.
Yeah. He's gotta get it together.
A couple weeks ago, he was in a press conference, and the reporter was like, "What's up, Jay?" And that's weird because that's not professional. And why do they why are we putting it online that they have a relationship offline? I don't know. But that's not what I want to focus on. What I want to talk about is Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. For those of you that don't know, Micah Parsons used to be the defensive end for the Cowboys. He's now with the Packers, not with the Cowboys anymore. So stop talking about him. But any chance that Jerry Jones gets, he takes a dig at Micah Parsons. I don't know if you guys have followed this, but I'm just going to read you what he says. He's obviously constantly criticizing Parsons' skill set, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But again, it's not like he is even with the Cowboys anymore. Just praise their current defensive end and call it a day. Instead, he says,
just don't say a word, dude.
Yeah.
Get it
together. No, literally. He says, it just shows you that he's got those kind of skills. We know that he needs to work on the run. So that was in reference to the current defensive end. He says, guess what? We had a pass rusher around here. The way to box him in was to run at him, but he could really rush the passer. This guy really is rushing the passer beyond my expectation.
My thing is, why does the Cowboys get attention for everything but football?
Because they suck.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
I'm gonna say the cheerleaders are pretty.
I don't hear crap about
The team.
football team.
I know.
Like I'm embarrassed for them. Like what?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's going on. Is they got nothing else to say.
So it's like,
They have to stay relevant, I guess. But
stay in the media.
that's kind of crazy though. Like keep your mouth shut. Put your head down and focus on your own team. Focus on your players.
If I'm Micah Parsons, I'm like, bro.
I'm just like, please get my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly you miss me. Like I don't. What?
And you got rid of me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways.
Everybody's favorite segment of every episode. We are going to be doing an and a.
Ooh.
We're switching it up this week.
Yeah, we didn't have much good material for a nah, so Libby is going to be giving us a little bit of an ooh today.
All right, so our first, we're going to start with that. So the U.S. women's rugby star Alona Mar was honored with a Barbie doll. I think that's so cool.
That is really cool.
I mean, like, would you guys want to be a Barbie doll? Heck yes.
Libby's big on the Barbie doll. We've talked about this 100 times. Me and her. She's like, I could totally be a Barbie doll.
I was Barbie for
I
Halloween.
hated Barbies.
I was more of a Bratz doll girl,
Makes sense.
actually.
I hated dolls in general, actually.
I this might sound sad, but like I didn't have an imagination as a child, so like I just had my American Girl dolls and I just set them up and put them there. Like I didn't play with.
Oh yeah, that's what I did too.
I just dressed them,
organized them. Yep,
exactly.
that's what I did
So
too.
you both are weird. I only had stuffed animals, but me and Honey Bear, Barry,
But I could see you as a Barbie doll.
Manny, you can see me as a Barbie doll?
Yeah.
I used to decapitate them.
So we're the weird ones.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
We're going to insert a picture, though, of the Barbie dolls because it does look really cute. And they recognized her for International
That's
Women's
sweet.
Day, which
Yay.
is really sweet.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
To the
I'm tired. We couldn't find a lot of good moments. Like I'm tired of talking about unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yeah.
A lot of that. So
we're not bringing that up.
So we're not doing that this episode. Instead, we have a
ooh.
okay, our ooh moment. So before the Florida game on SEC Nation, we talked a little bit about College Game Day. This is SEC Nation, College Game Day, but for SEC Network. Tim Tebow, former Gators quarterback, surprised viewers by ripping off his shirt to reveal a University of Florida tank top and was like running, like flexing his muscles and like, oh yeah, go Gators. Like, great moment. Like, ooh, like, okay, Tim Tebow. Like,
Yeah, it's more of like a ooh.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe it could be a nah if you're like a guy and you're like, bro, like my girl's watching this show.
Yeah,
but like
yeah. So
maybe it works.
Take what you please with
whatever way you want to say ooh, it works.
Yeah, there
But
you go.
Tim Tebow ripped off his shirt to show a Gators tank top. The crowd went wild.
Loved it.
As usual. Yeah.
Awesome.
We are so glad you decided to tune back in with us for week number 5.
Make sure you follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Beyond the Sidelines with 3 S's.
Don't forget to follow us again, guys. We're trying to grow the socials. We have some good TikTok content coming out soon. But don't forget to also subscribe to the YouTube channel and go back and watch all of our episodes and tell all your friends and family about it. This was a great episode, and I'm so excited for next week. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.